see how it goes. I was just muted the whole time. Oh dear. This is why you check your microphones. So I'm like talking, go back to my thing just to change around the scene. Oh, microphone's muted. Great start. Scuffed as always. Anyway. Yeah, so while I was talking to essentially myself, while no one else could hear, is that I've got these OCs that I've been working on, these Victorian OCs, and I had the idea that they could maybe fit into these cool frames that I found. I'll design my own ones, but you can see that sort of ovular shape. They can definitely fit into that. And then it could be like photos or paintings on a wall, and then their names are at the bottom like a placard. I thought that would be quite cool. So I'm going to go ahead and shade them. I'll save this one and then close it. Yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and start shading over these flat colors I've got down. So let me just plug in my tablet, because that's not plugged in. Oh dear. And so I'm just going to grab whatever color I can find. Maybe that one. Ink brush. My handy dandy ink brush, of course. I think we'll just go with that for now. Yeah, so this character's kind of like the main character, Charlotte, of this sort of just premise that I've been working on. It's nothing serious, just I had this cool idea for like a Victorian world where it's not steampunk, it's specifically not steampunk, but it's a Victorian-esque world. You know, they dress in very extravagant outfits. Think like if you watch anime, think Violet Evergarden. So kind of a world where technology's come, you know, a little bit into the industrial era, and it just so happens that all of the grim fairy tales exist. So that's the sort of interesting point. And what that means is that, you know, they kind of need people to hunt down and solve crimes involving these creatures and whatnot, these people that have abilities. And so they use other people who have sort of abilities. And this character, Lottie, Charlotte, is one of them. And that's sort of as much world building as I've done so far. I like to just do a little bit, at least recently, just to sort of get a rough idea of how the world might be. Because I tend to get carried away and then just do tons of world building, and then that's it, you know? Yeah, I'm just going to be doing sort of my anime style here, just doing those really bold shadows. Hang on. Let me just close out these other ones for now. It is possible though, just give me a second. Yeah, the canvas of this one is still... oh no. Yeah, one of the problems I'd had was that recently my computer's been freezing a bit. And so I sort of reduced the size of the canvas. So I was doing like 200 pixels per inch. Just, it's fine, but my computer is not super high end, so... having Streamlabs going, as well as YouTube, as well as, well, Photoshop as well. Not so good. I think that's pretty good. Yeah, so my goal today is to get all of these characters shaded, which I should be able to do. I think I can do it. And then chuck them into some frames. Like, if I could finish off all of those characters today, that would be pretty good. As I said, I am going away for like 3 weeks. So what that means is that I won't be streaming for, you know, the other half of December and January probably. As much as I want to, I just won't be able to. I won't be near a computer or drawing tablet or game console. Yeah, so I'll probably just try and fit in as many as I can before I have to go. So today shouldn't be the last one, because I've got one more week. So I was thinking of trying to fit a couple in next week. Yeah, and then just seeing how it goes, play it by ear. But that is why I wanted to try and get today's to get these characters done as soon as possible. Alright. Yes, I've had a lot of fun designing these characters. I don't normally draw, I guess the Victorian style stuff, that sort of extravagant clothing. This year has been really focused on my tabletop RPG, so that's just a lot of armor and fantasy stuff. Even the tabletops that I was running on the side of that were basically fantasy ones or just full-on sci-fi with Star Wars, right? So, yeah. Haven't gotten to do characters like this in a while. I guess while we've got Witcher music going, it's about 4 days until the next gen upgrade comes out, which is pretty exciting. Sadly, I won't have time to play that till next year, but that could be something I do on stream just because I love The Witcher and stuff. So when I heard that was coming out, I was pretty surprised because, damn, when did that come out? 2014? So 8 years ago. And then they're bringing out a full-on next-gen upgrade for it. And it's not just like textures and stuff, it's like new content, revamped systems and stuff. So that's pretty hype. Alright, it's looking pretty good so far. What could we do next? Do the ribbons. And again, I don't want to put too much detail into these because I'll be getting sized down just a little bit to fit into those frames. But I still wanted it enough detail to sort of be as detailed as it would be if it was a comic. Like, this is what they would look like if they were in a comic book. So that would be the goal, is to have like a manga. That is on one of my many hobby-related things to do at some point. Try and do, you know, a couple pages of an actual manga and see what it looks like. You know, does it look good? I guess that's the most important thing. Does it, you know, does it look like it's a proper manga? Yeah, because I design a lot of comic-style art, because I'm a big comic book guy. Always have been. So it's definitely something I want to be able to do in the future. Yeah, one other thing that if some tabletop related people come into the chat today, maybe we could talk a little bit about my plans next year for tabletops. Because I've written out a little bit of a schedule of content that I want to make for next year. So I think that could be quite fun to chat about. See what people are interested in. Because on the YouTube channel, that's basically what people are there for. Is really just the tabletop stuff. And I had a few other ideas for tabletop related things, but like in newer ways that might be cool. Another thing I did want to do is actually try streaming on YouTube as well. Just to see what it would be like viewer-wise, because I have a much bigger audience on YouTube. Not live, but just with the people that, you know, watch the tabletop stuff and engage with it. So it'd be interesting to see how the live streams go, for sure. Be really interesting. Man, shading white is difficult. I think that looks okay. I'm not going to get too stuck up on it. Just enough to get me to the next part. Alright. But for those watching on YouTube, if this is up on YouTube, then people are watching. Game Awards yesterday. Wasn't that something? How it ended aside, I mean, just the stuff they showed, man. Those surprises, you know, Hades 2. That just came out of friggin' nowhere. That was awesome. I think for me, that was probably the highlight for me, was Hades 2. Just because no one really expected. I'm sure there are people out there who had their suspicions maybe, or they heard about it, but dude, I had no idea. Absolutely no idea that was even happening. It was a very welcome surprise. Yeah, what was your favorite part of the event? So it's just slightly cold in here. I've got the aircon going. It's like, how cold was it today, man? On Tuesday, it was 4 degrees. Oh, 16. Whatever. What a joke. So, Tuesday 4 degrees, today 16. So today's not as cold, but I do feel cold. I am a big fan of winter. Well, winter's written right there. Charlotte Winter. Big fan of Charlotte Winter, but no. Big fan of winter here in Japan, but it's too cold. Even for me. Too dry, I guess would be the better word. It's very dry winter. So you kind of need a humidifier to alleviate that, but I can't be bothered setting all that crap up. And I feel like I've acclimatized so much to Japan summer, which is just like, we may as well be living on freaking Venus. So, when I go back for Christmas to New Zealand, I think the summer there won't actually be as bad for me, so it might actually be quite comfortable to just hang out in. How's that? Looks pretty good, huh? Why do you say so? Nice and simple. I've been doing a lot of this, like, anime, manga kind of style recently. And I've definitely settled more into it. You know, the more you practice it, the more, well, the more you practice something, the better you get at it, the more efficient you get. And I feel like I've just been getting a lot quicker or more confident with where I think the lines and lighting go and stuff. So what that means is that I can get them done quicker and just not muck around so much. But I've also started to understand perhaps a bit better where shadows might be. So the quality also, I hope, has been going up. Or at least the shadows are in better places than other times. I think I also said this on Tuesday, but because I'm going away, I wanted to have like a little bit of a backlog of things to post while I'm traveling. Oh yeah, I can actually schedule those, can't I? I can like schedule posts. Maybe that would be good. So I could schedule a whole bunch of art to go up, be uploaded while I'm away. Ooh. Hello! Hello, beige red. Welcome. Hope you're doing well. I am just chilling here, working on some original characters. So hello from Japan. Yeah, I'm trying not to spend too much time with the shadows and stuff, just going fairly quickly. I've got like 5 of these that I'm trying to get done in one stream today, so... your own character, any sort of story for them? A little bit of story. Thank you for asking, by the way. Yeah, so these characters... Can I pull up the other ones? Here it is, here she is zoomed out. It. Objectifying? No, that's bad. This is Charlotte, and I've got some other ones here that I can pull up. Here are a couple more. I'm trying to get about 5 done today in terms of the colouring and stuff. Yeah, so there's about 5 of them. And they're sort of like a Victorian setting characters. And so they exist in a Victorian world where like all of the grim fairy tales exist, and they sort of go around solving crimes and stuff because they're sort of in tune with all the magic in the world and whatnot, where other people aren't. Yeah, that's basically all I've got for it right now. I like to well, I try not to spend too much time world building, because if I do, then I don't end up drawing. I just write and write. So these characters are just very sort of base level. I wanted to get their designs down first. Yeah. So I'm trying to get, yeah, all 5 of them shaded and finished off today. So they've all got names. They've all got a little bit of a backstory, I guess, just slightly. Grimm's Tale Fantasy and Mystery Solving. So you could say that that's Scooby-Doo gang. When you put it that way. Oh man. Yes. And Charlotte is Scooby. Ruh-roh. Yeah, but like mystery solving. What have I been watching? I've been watching a lot of crime stuff recently. Yeah, exactly. Ruh-roh-raggy. But yeah, we're watching a lot of crime stuff, and it's got me a little bit like, oh, you know, little Sherlock, that sort of Victorian time where even though it's industrial era, there's still that sort of supernatural mystery going on, you know? I thought that would be quite exciting. And I'm, if you know, like, Dungeons and Dragons, most of this year I've been working on tabletop stuff. And so as we come down to the end of the year, I'm just sort of winding down and just chilling out with some character designs, nothing too crazy. Yeah. I've been a busy bee. Maybe she's secretly a werewolf. Yeah, well that's the thing, right? So that's one thing I was sort of thinking about, like, should like one of the characters be like secretly bad? You know, yeah, werewolf or a vampire or something. It's pretty exciting. It's always exciting to think about that kind of stuff. But yeah, I do like vampires and werewolves and whatnot, so. Yeah, one of the things I want to do like next year, early next year, just when I've got some free time, is maybe do like just 1 page of these characters in a comic, see if it looks okay. Because I kind of like their designs so far. Yeah, she's looking pretty okay, I guess. That gem necklace, I want to say emerald is quite striking. Is it important to the character in any way, or just some jewellery? Thank you for asking. That's a very nice question. Yeah, so each of the characters, well, not all of them, but when they are sort of chosen to be part of this group that discovers the grim fairy tale characters, they're given this brooch, and it's an heirloom. And so the idea that I had was that the reason why these women specifically can find and uncover, you know, the secrets of these creatures is that they are descended from like sorceresses, and so these brooches have been handed down to each of their, you know, firstborn daughters or whatever, so they can you know, sort of have that as a badge of honor to you know, do work and stop bad things from happening, that sort of thing. So I would say that the characters who don't have one maybe weren't properly chosen. Maybe they're the second-born daughters and they still manage to have some sort of, you know, arcane ability, perhaps. So yeah. So for example, maybe Lottie, right? Charlotte, she has just been given her necklace, her brooch, and so she is just joining, you know, just now joining the mysterious group. Mystery Incorporated. But as I said, it's still very bare bones. But it's always fun to answer questions like that and sort of work through the world building. Yeah, it's definitely the most fun I have is when I'm designing the characters in the world, rather than the actual making of the, you know, book or comic. I get a bit too carried away. Yeah, let's go with... is that highlighted? Let's make sure I get the right tone. I think that looks okay. Ooh, okay. Yeah, are you into art at all? Beige red? And in the world, are fantasy creatures elements known to the public, or is it one of those? There's magic in the world that exists. That I don't know. That is another good question. As they say in Star Wars, a good question for another time. That would be something I'd have to think about, because that's a very important question. I'm not an artist, but I like looking at it. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I think the color we've got here is pretty good. Oh, I thought I selected that. No. Why? Why you do this? Okay. There we go. Cool. Also, one thing I wanted to stay clear of, like, with these designs, is that Victorian things are often very dark and, not bland, but desaturated might be the better word. And so I still wanted to stick to, you know, the traditional sort of, the warm colours, right? The browns, the reds, the oranges. But I wanted to make sure that they weren't toned down, so if I, you know, finish off this design here, it's going to look quite bright, because I like colourful art, a lot of the time. Especially digital. digitally you can do so much with color. So I feel like it's sometimes a waste just to do it in black and white or, you know, monochrome. But on paper, I draw black and white. Yeah, she can have like a little button nose. Maybe that's enough. I think she looks pretty good. So that was before, and that's what we've added. It's not bad for 30 minutes. It's pretty quick. So I should be able to get them all done. Her lips. That's the only other thing. And then I can move on to the highlights. And then boom! Done. Alright. Maybe that's okay. Hard to tell. I think that's okay. I don't know. What do you think? I'll probably just go straight on to the highlights now. Lights. No. Should we go soft light, maybe? Ooh. Now, you did say it wasn't fleshed out, but I'm a bit of a lore hound, so I have yet another question. How closely do you think you'll stick to the original Grimm story interpretations, or do you think you might try to reinvent the stories? That is a really nice question, and I'm glad that you are a lore hound, because I am too. I love games with deep lore. So yeah, thank you very much for these questions. Definitely take a spin on it, because if it's a crime story, and this is a mistake I've seen in some other kind of adaptations that are similar, you know, they take sort of traditional stories and put them into a mysterious setting. They don't change them enough, and so they become very easy to figure out. So I would definitely take them and have a spin on it. You know, a very simplistic spin would be like Red Riding Hood, except Red Riding Hood is the killer and the wolf is the innocent guy. That it obviously wouldn't be that, but that's sort of an example of just taking it and flipping it on its head. And so, you know, the whole time they're trying to find the wolf, and you know, you could almost combine that with The Boy Who Cried Wolf, except it's the you know, the Little Red Riding Hood who cried wolf, because she's actually lying the whole time, you know? Something like that. But yeah, another good question, thank you. Although, it's kind of a guilty pleasure, but I actually kind of like the, was it Guillermo del Toro? The Brothers Grimm story, the one with Matt Damon and Heath Ledger. It's kind of a bit of a corny movie, I guess. But when I watched that when I was a kid, I don't know, I just kind of liked the vibe of it. And so that's always stuck with me. It's kind of dark and quite sinister. But you said that you were a lore hound. Are you into sort of lore from video games, or sort of the traditionalist book worlds? You know, like Tolkien and things like that? It's like, I've tried to get into the lore of Tolkien, but oh my. too many highlights. Okay, I think that's enough. Just a few highlights. Nothing too crazy. Yeah, I think I saw that one. Yeah, it wasn't great, but I had some... Yeah. Yes. And I remember just being so freaked out by it when they're hunting the witch at the start of the movie. Oh man, and the witch like screams. I had friggin' nightmares watching that. Obviously, it turns out, spoilers for those who don't know, but it turns out that it's just a guy that they've hired, to make money off of people. But oh yeah, the creature designs are amazing in that. But wasn't that witch? Yes, it was. But I think I remember the makeup, the face of it looked really cool. It definitely was a sort of aesthetic one. And then it also, important thing for me is that it felt like a lived-in world. So although maybe the script wasn't that good, it felt like a lived-in world. Like the characters felt like real people. It had a realistic historical setting, but all of the characters felt very, not rustic, but down to earth, Yeah. Like if you've played the new God of War games, that has that same sort of feeling. It's a very lived-in world. The characters are very gritty and realistic and very flawed. So I like that element. I feel like these characters would be kind of similar. Very character-focused story, but the lore behind it, if you delve into it, like Dark Souls or Elden Ring, you can just sort of look at it surface level, but then when you go, really deep, there's all this extra lore, that rewards you for spending that time there. So I could talk all day about this kind of stuff. It's love me that lore. I think that's... Oh, okay. That's cool. Little highlight on her nose there. But yeah, what's your favorite like fantasy or world with lore that you like? Now I'm adding a bit too much detail, maybe. Okay. I think this is almost done, to be honest. Maybe just some clothes highlights, just a little bit, and then it'll be done. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, that's what we want. I think she's almost done. I'm really happy with how this has turned out. Now let me just grab a gold. And what I want to do is add a little trim along this collar of gold. Hmm. I think we are done. Oh, color dodge. How could I forget color dodge? Let's grab that orange. Hmm. Oh, look at that. Oh, I like that. Ah, I'm really happy with how these colors have turned out. Wow. Okay, I'm really happy with this. I'm not normally this happy with how things turn out. Let's go back to the highlights. I just want to add the trim also on her corset. Yeah, that. So this was... Oh. That's what we started with, and then I did the shading, lighting, and color dodge. Might be a bit too much, though. Hmm. Okay, I think that's okay. Hmm. Oh, well, here's Charlotte. Charlotte Winter, also known as Lottie. So now, what I wanted to test was putting her into like one of those frames that I wanted to do. So let me just copy and oh dear, paste. Now there are two of them. Oh, how does it look flipped? Oh, okay. Maybe it's okay. So, yeah, literally like that. Oh, well, not covering her, but like this. Yes. Like a frame sort of painting photo on the wall, and her portrait or whatever is inside the frame. So, what could we do here? I do have those... Where are they? Here we go. Some example ones. But these ones are almost like too big? So... like that. So I'll just do a quick sketch with this sort of idea. So there'll be an inner sort of trim. And I want to make sure that there's enough room for her name. So maybe in there, there'd be enough room. I guess I only need to sketch like one side of it, because... Well, sorry, do the line art for one side of it, because then I can just copy and paste it. Okay. Like that? Something like that. And so then her picture just fits in there. Just like that. That is what I'm thinking for the design, for sure. Maybe that bottom part, though, could be just a little bigger. And so if I don't have time, there's no way that each of the characters gets their own frame. Maybe I'll design, like, 2 different frames, and they can fit in one by one. You know. But, yeah. I really like these frames. Let's swap the music over now. Let's go with some Hollow Knight. that is a start. So now I'm gonna get like a inky kind of brush. Maybe quite a thick one, and then see how it looks. Not exactly sure what I'm going for here with the design, but we'll just see how it goes. One thing I want to make sure is that the frame doesn't really go over any of the picture of the character. It's not bad. Oh, what if that... Yeah, I like the tree kind of vibe that this has, but... Now the placard, probably like... thought my tablet... I've got chat up on the tablet, and I thought it was, like, spazzing out, but... It's just a notification that someone that I follow has gone live on Twitch. Okay, let's duplicate it now. Okay, this I can work with. I don't know. Oh, okay. Right, we're almost done. Yes, okay. I like this. I think the part at the top, though, just looks... I don't know. Maybe just a little too big, maybe? So I'll just... Is that the middle? Looks like the middle. I can't tell. Oh. How dare you. Okay. I think that's the middle. so... Sorry if you can hear that vibrating, it's my tablet. I feel like she could probably be up higher. Be like there. I'm just gonna rework this whole top part. Don't like it. I do like the reference though, so I'll just use that as a... Is that the top? Is that the middle? Oh, yes, yes, yes. I think just that's okay. And then I'll add the colours to it and then done. Oh yeah, and we were drawing it in the middle, so that's good. Alright. Let's grab a flat brush. No texture. So I should just be able to shade half of it and then copy and flip it, so it saves me half the time. But I'll do that after I've shaded it. And I'll probably have to just add a little bit more of her actual drawing, maybe, just because I like where she's placed, but some of her is cut off. So yeah. You can see there her arm is just sort of gone. So... Oh dear. Okay, I need to close these other ones because it's making me lag. Freaking Streamlabs. The funny thing is, I recently turned down my bitrate as well. And I'm working on smaller canvases, but still it lags. So this whole thing will be gold, except for where the name placard goes. I think I might change it to like a kind of a linen white. Yeah. Nice frame though, it's cool. Problem is, I've only got like another hour before I would have to go, which really makes finishing 5 an unrealistic goal for today's stream. Nonetheless, I shall try. Okay. That's what we want. That's the eclipse, that is the other colors. That is the light. Alright. So I am going to quickly shade this, get this over and done with. And again, nothing too fancy, less detailed than even she is. Just adding a bit of a texture to it. Oh, I pressed the wrong button. Okay. Bit. No. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. What's going on? is it different? Well, just a bit of a disaster, but nothing I can't fix. Okay. Okay, almost done. So I could have just copied and pasted these frames that I sort of was inspired by, but I just wanted to make sure that I did it myself, because I really like how these turned out, so they might actually end up being actual covers for a manga. Combine these together, and then I guess duplicating that. This can be the backup in case of emergencies. Then I just hope the name isn't going to be too small. That's my only worry. Ooh, yes. Ooh, change the line art to a different color. Yeah. Wow. Yeah, that's... Okay. So the real question is, would it be black behind her, or I don't know. Just trying to think. Let me just look up like a Victorian thingamajiggy. Photo frame. Sorry, just a moment. I got a message from work that I need to reply to. Okay. Yeah, so from what I can tell, it's kind of just a dark color in the background, so I'm thinking like a red, but desaturated and almost to a brown. So I'll show you what I mean. Oh. Well, maybe not quite. Yes. Exactly that. I really like this. And let me just change the size of that. Wow. Wow. And now I want a wall texture, like a wood wall texture. Yes. Let's go with this one. Wow. How does that look? I think that looks sick. Where's that texture bit? It's just something I want to do. I want to... That's a bit risky. I'll go with the airbrush. Now, do I want it to be that dark? I don't know. Because like we could just go with the brown, but then this actually looks quite interesting. How it's quite. I don't know. I really like it. I think it's turned out quite cool. So they all have their own photo frames on the wall, and I could have like a final one where they're all on one wall together. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Maybe I should just darken the corners a little bit of this, just so it makes the frame itself stand out a bit more. Go the airbrush, of course. Yeah, I think that looks good. Right, I'm going to save that, and that's the final one. So, what we can do now is we can open up another one to start. Or finish off, rather. Out of these two here. I'm just going to save this as a copy. And I'm kind of going to be lazy. I'm just going to keep the same frame. I'm not drawing 5 different frames. Alright, so we want this one. Oh, excuse me. And why not? Oh. What was her name again? Daphne, I think. Daphne. Alright, I kind of need to clean up this document a little bit, so... this is Charlotte. Go... and all of Charlotte's stuff. Charlotte. Oh no! Oh, what happened? Okay, wait, what's going on? Yes, okay. So now let's fit Daphne into the frame. You probably go like that. Oh! Right? They fit in pretty well, so I am happy with that. Kind of like this, and then should be shaded with a slightly different color for her background. Where is my background? Background. The real question is what color? Ooh, that looks nice. Yeah, let's go with that. I just want to see how it looks on my phone, because sometimes it's very desaturated. Oh, it is. Okay. On the stream, I wonder if it's desaturated as well. I mean, it looks good on the preview to me. Hang on. I guess I've got chat, so I can look. Oh, it is. How dare you. So five characters. Yeah. Maybe that'll be okay. Alright, I only have about 15 minutes left, and then I'll probably hop off, because I gotta go to work. So what I'll do is I will set up each of these individually, just composition-wise, so we can see how they look. And then, what, maybe Monday or Tuesday, I will just shade them and finish them all off. So this one is Daphne. And the next one would be Lily. And so now we can get Lily. And add her. Oh no. What a disaster. Okay. What's her name? Lily. I think maybe like there would be good for her. And then Lily. I might give them their full names for when they're finalized, but just for now, just to see how it looks. Kind of like that. Alright, it's Lily. And the next one is Eve. This one. Oh dear. I'm using my mouse, so it's not the best. Why did that happen? There we go. Yeah, I think I will give them their full names. Because it doesn't quite fit well. Like, in... They wouldn't have their nicknames on a frame, if you get what I mean. Yeah. And then... Last one is Victoria. Oh. Okay. Control. Victoria. And then I'll open them all up. Then I'll do as much as I can until I have to go, which is in about 10 minutes. She fits in quite nicely there. Maybe if I rotate her. Yeah, just like that. So, let's open them all up. So, Victoria, Eve, Lily, Daphne. This one. Hopefully the stream does not crash. Ah, oops, that one should be Charlotte, right? What? Okay. Daphne. What was her name again? Lilibet? Is it 2? 2 L's? Hang on. How do you spell the name Lilibet? 1 L. Okay. That's Lilibet. Evelyn. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, the problem with Lilibet's one is that there's a lot more detail. She's got like a hand holding a flower, but it doesn't really fit. And I don't want to do this and cut it off. So her one will just be a bit zoomed out, I think. Yeah. Her one was quite a purple. Her one's a red. Her one, maybe an orange? Oops. Oh, that blue's kind of nice, though, isn't it? Green? And a blue? So I've got a purple, a red, a kind of a teal, a green, and a blue. I think those look pretty good. And I'm really happy with how this finished one turned out, like, especially in the eyes. I really like the lighting. Cool. Alright, so, yeah. Smashed out a lot today. Yeah, I should be able to get them done. I think one character to shade took like 30 minutes, and I think I'll be quicker next time, so like 20 minutes each one, 4 more left. I should be able to smash that out, if not in 2 streams. And that'll be the rest of my art for 2022. Before I go on holiday. Let's get some other music on. Let's go with some good old Sekiro. Yeah, but like, so I wanted to have a backlog. I was saying earlier, maybe when I was muted, but I was saying earlier that I wanted to have a bit of a backlog for when I go on vacation, just so I can have some scheduled posts going. And there are a few other things I want to draw. So one thing are these things called Draw This in Your Style, where you take someone's drawing that they've put up for this specific challenge, and you take it and turn it into your own one. So if I have a look, I think I might have a few saved. Yes, this is one of them. This is by someone called State Loser Art. So I could take this one in and do it in my style, perhaps. So that could be something I do next time. Yeah, because I quite like this character. Cool character. So that could be something I do. But otherwise, I will be working on these characters because they've turned out pretty good so far. I'm fairly happy with it. All of their designs are quite distinct. They have their own different color palettes and sort of elements to their design that, you know, might make you ask a few questions, I guess. Which is always good. Yeah. Yeah, the other thing will be setting them up for shading. Yeah, basically. Yeah, I think we'll leave it there. I'm pretty happy with what I've done, so I don't want to get burnt out just before work. Yeah, so really fun getting that done. I'm really glad one of them is like 100% done, and the shading, as always, makes it pop quite nicely. So yeah, thanks for watching. If you're watching here live on Twitch or on YouTube on the VOD, thank you for watching. Thank you for supporting, and thanks to those who dropped in and asked some nice questions. That was quite nice. But yeah, I'll definitely be fitting in at least one more. I want to try get these pictures done. One more stream in 1 week, maybe 2 more. I want to do 2 more before I go on vacation. But yeah, there won't be any more tabletop stuff for those who might be curious on YouTube. I won't have time to do anything until next year, but is my paper beside me? No, it's not. I do have a lot of plans for next year for tabletop stuff, and I actually want to do a stream just dedicated to going through that, because I know that's what most people on my channel are interested in, like Cyberpunk, Star Wars, and of course Dawnwood. And I really want to do a long form campaign next year, maybe 6 to 10 sessions, if I have time. So that'll be, yeah, early next year, maybe January, February. I'll be jumping on and having a chat about that and putting that up on the channel. But yeah, that'll be about it for today. So yeah, I had a blast. Thank you for watching, and see you guys next Monday or Tuesday around the same time. See you later. Bye. Thank you.